very smoothly, I'm going to come over to you. I'd actually like to shake your hands in Ibrahim, because alhamdulillah, I think the stuff that Human Aid are doing is brilliant, and I think it's wonderful to have you guys involved in such a big initiative. I mean, I think I should probably basically give you opportunity to start with the basics. I mean, just give the people out there, the audience of NTV, the football audience that we've got from NTV, as well as East London and the whole of the UK footballing community, what do they need to know that's going on in Rohingya?
Alhamdulillah, I think it's an honour for us to be part of this as well, Human Aid. And when we were approached by the brothers and the organisers as well, we're delighted, definitely. And I think in the past recent months, in the last couple of months, everyone's been aware that in the media there's a genocide happening in Burma right now. And majority of the people that are affected is the Rohingya Muslims. So Human Aid, alhamdulillah, we've been on the ground since 2012. So this has been happening for years, even though it's only been in the media for the last couple of months. But what's happened in the last couple of months, probably last 2 months, right now the tally is about 800,000 Rohingya Muslims have come over across the border through jungles into Bangladesh. Well, just to put them numbers, make them real to you and give you some understanding what the numbers mean. In the last 5 years or 6 years in the Syria war, 500,000 people roughly have died. But that's been spread across 5 years, 5-6 years. Now with this Rohingya issue, within a week, 2 weeks, max 3 weeks, altogether about 800,000 people have crossed the border altogether. Bangladesh can't handle that. We as charities collectively are struggling to handle that as well. So what's happening right now is, I'm sure everyone's seen all across viral social media and the media. For example, I'll give you an example. There was a boy, young man, and he's carrying his mum and his dad on his shoulders with a stick. It went quite viral. And that's what we're dealing with on the ground. And when these people are coming across, we ask them, how long have you been walking? How long have you escaped? And what's happened to you? They tell us the stories, horrifying stories, but yeah. We're hearing that the houses have been burnt down. And for 3 constant days, whilst being barefoot, they used to leave their house, literally like that young man that was carrying his mum and dad. So they're carrying his mum and dad through jungles. And Allah knows best what's inside the jungles alone. And then they come across to barren land in Bangladesh with no aid there, nothing there. It's just open land.
And I think I myself want to put some emphasis on this, because a lot of people are probably taking for granted, well, there's so many atrocities across the world. You know, they look at Kashmir, they look at Palestine, they look at Syria, they're looking at all the different atrocities across the world. But the essence of this one, Rohingya, is the fact that they're going to a land which financially can't support them.
Can't, no way.
Yeah, and this is why you guys and many of the charities are having to give this big push, isn't it?
Yes. And we've been on the ground, like I said, since 2012. And when the Rohingya issue got really bad, so when the influx of refugees started coming on, like for example in our office we have a tally, and we keep up with all the statistics that were happening. And I think when it initially happened, we had the number 70,000 Rohingya refugees have crossed the border so far. And the next day I came into the office, that number turned to 120,000. Then the next day I came, third day, it went up to 180,000. After that it went up to 400,000, then 500,000, now it's on 800,000. And we're assuming it's going to go up to 1 million.
No, these figures are mind-boggling, aren't they, I have to say. But 0.8 million across in Bangladesh at the moment. That's the realistic side of what these guys, these aid workers and the charities across are having to deal with.